Page number 17. Question. What is the range of steam generation capacity of the M boiler? 45 to 115 tons per hour. What are the advantages of M boiler? Answer. Close control over superheated temperature ensures greater efficiency. Generation of steam at almost any desired temperature and pressure condition can be affected at any load condition by varying the load of combustion in the twin furnaces. Desuperheater is not required, requires less maintenance, ensures good fuel economy at high efficiency under normal conditions. Compact, less floor space is required. Question. What are the main drawbacks of an M boiler? Answer. Unequal distribution of heating surfaces, unbalanced combustion characteristics, complicated in operation in earlier design. It is difficult to light off the superheated fire due to the high furnace pressure, and this becomes particularly dangerous when the boiler load is considerable. Fifth one. Since the saturated auxiliary steam is taken directly from the steam drum, under conditions of low evaporation rate of the superheater may receive insufficient steam, causing superheater starvation. And the question, what is a deboiler? It is a single furnace, single uptake marine boiler having two drums. The water cooled furnace is shaped in the form of a D and hence its name. Question. What are the advantages of D boiler over M boiler? Answer. More compact and light for a given steam output, more reliable on operation, higher steam generation efficiency, more economical at normal load, operation is more simplified, maintenance is much less, and outage time is low, superheated steam temperature can be better controlled by varying the number of burners in line, feed water temperature, the amount of excess air. Question. What are the disadvantages of a deboiler? Answer. Requires greater care during cold startup. Efficiency goes down at higher steam generation rate. Question. Novel boilers have been found to install all tubes straight. What are its advantages? In straight tubes, A, lend themselves to greater ease of inspection, cleaning and replacement of necessary. B, require a small number of spares. Next question, what are the disadvantages associated with the all tube straight installation? Answer, it weakens the drum structure. Second, it delimits the number of tubes that can be installed for a specified drum diameter and length. Question. Modern high pressure novel steam boilers are designed with all tubes burnt to an arc of a circle. What are the advantages of the design? Answer. Maximum number of tubes can be provided for a given drum length and diameter. Drilling holes for tube fitting other drum is easy. Easy of fitting tubes to the drum. Permits operation at higher boiler pressure. These are the high pressure novel steam boilers are designed with all tubes bent. So next question, the burnt tube design has certain disadvantages. What are they? Answer. Tube cleaning becomes more difficult and time consuming. Tube replacement is troublesome. Third one is because of variation in length, size and curvature, a large number of spare tubes must always be kept all ready. Question. What are the usual methods of installing tubes in marine boilers? Answer. Straight tube design known as Yarrow design. All tubes are straight. Foster design in which all tubes are bent to an arc of a circle at their entry to the drum. Bent tube design in which all tubes are bent at right angles to the drum surface at their entry to the drum. Question: what types of superheaters are generally used in marine boilers? Answer: convective type superheaters. Why radiant or radiant convective superheaters not generally used in a marine boiler? Marine boiler have a low steam generation rate. At low steaming rate, the radiant and radiant convective types of superheater will not operate satisfactorily. A marine boiler superheaters are plagued with excessive slagging requiring modification in superheater design to carry out the slagging operation. How does this problem arise? If almost all marine boilers are oil fired, answer: as the fuel oil tanks during the operation of the marine boiler get gradually depleted, seawater is pumped into the tanks for ballast. As a result of this, the seawater salinity is imported to the fuel oil, whose sulfur and vanadium contents combine with sodium chloride during combustion to form slag, which deposits on superheated tubes. Question: what constitutes the furnace wall of a marine boiler? Answer: it is constructed of a refractory wall cooled by water wall tubes facing the furnace core. The refractory wall is packed up with insulating material and then a metal casing. Question: is any draft installed in a marine boiler? Answer: yes. Both forced and induced draft find their way into all marine boilers. Either FD or ID is used. Question: which type of draft is more prevalent in marine boilers? Forced draft. Next question: why is forced draft is more prevalent in marine boilers? Answer: FD fans are smaller in size and hence fit comfortably in the limit space available for marine installation. Question: why is ID less favored in marine boilers? Answer: ID fans occupy more vertical space, which is at a premium in marine installations. Question: in which cases are both forced and induced drafts are used in the marine boilers? Answer: in case of cold fired marine boilers. Question: why is the use of desuperheater in marine boilers not favored? Answer: to eliminate the complications in installation arising out of the fittings, valves and pipings are necessary. Next, is any reheater installed in marine boiler units? Answer: reheaters are rarely installed in marine boilers. Why are reheaters installed rarely in marine boilers? Answer: it adds to the weight and size of the boiler unit. It impairs operational complexities. Question: what are the primary advantages of steam reheating? Answer: when the reheat cycle is incorporated, the overall plant efficiency increases. The superheated steam may become wet after being expanded through turbine stages, which tells upon the body of the turbine blades by eroding its surface and thereby reducing its power output. To avoid this problem, steam after its partial expansion in the turbine is reheated to superheated steam and is again delivered to the turbine. When is it more economical to adopt a reheat cycle? Answer: reheat cycle becomes more economical to generate high pressure superheated steam for its expansion in the turbo alternate for the generation of electric power. Next question: why is HP system favorite? Answer: HP possesses high enthalpy content than MP or saturated steam and hence a higher quantum of heat drop during expansion over turbine blades is available from a HP steam before it becomes wet. So in next video we will see further. Thank you.